This is a Dragon Blazer production.
Coming soon to a podcast near you.
Return for the climactic clash between the forces of good and evil. Return to a galaxy far, far away.
Well, that's a pretty cool logo. Logo animation specifically.
The next chapter in the continuing Star Wars saga. The battle for freedom rages on.
And C-3PO was a surprisingly big part in this entire movie.
The heart of a hero.
You can tell this was cut before it was finished because his lightsaber's green in the movie.
The loyalty of comrades. The power of the Force. The cunning of the enemy. A destiny revealed.
Is Darth Vader my father?
A legend fulfilled.
It's like he's asking a Ouija board. It's like, is Darth Vader
Heroes,
my dad?
aliens from 1,000 worlds.
It's a trap.
He said the thing!
He said the thing!
He said the thing!
Continues. The circle closes.
That's worth a chip.
The saga lives on. Return of the Jedi begins May 25th at a theater in your galaxy.
May 25th, 1983, to be exact.
All right. Okie dokie.
What the hell are some of these videos that you've got on your thing?
Huh? I don't know.
Alright, continue with the intro. Intro time!
Ah, well, welcome to another exciting episode of Coming Soon to a Podcast Near You. I'm your host, Darth Blaze, and as always is my bounty hunter, giant Wookiee, slave Leia. It's my co-host Xavier.
Yep. Okay, yeah. This is the 1983 film, which was later titled Episode 6 of Star Wars: Return of the Jedi.
Indeed, it is.
Ooh, gives you goosebumps.
Does it?
Really hope that I'm not getting a bunch of really weird echoes, because I've got two mics here. I'm not sure how to turn this thing off, and I don't have any other headphones. But I suspect that it probably would be worse if I didn't have the headphones on it. Because then I wouldn't be hearing you. Then I wouldn't be getting... I don't know. I fear that this isn't gonna be a good audio setup.
I mean, from my end, it sounds okay. But
Okay. I just hope that in video form that's fine.
I don't know.
It's better to hear chip eating in 4K hearing, at least. I'm pretty sure 4K is visual impact.
I don't know. Anyways.
Also, we've got D&D things every other Saturday, which we planned to have last Saturday, but editing issues. How do you like D&D so far? From what we played,
I like it. I liked it when we were playing with Nathan. I was sad that it ended, actually.
It barely even started. Yeah, you got like an encounter in, and then they just ghosted us.
Yeah, I was ghosted. It was kind of hurtful. I didn't like it.
Yep. Didn't like it at all. Yeah.
But
But now we've got Ethan, we've got Jared, and there's Isaac. We might even be getting your friend Katie in there as well.
I'm not sure what the update on that is, so I should bug her.
Right. You should get her to join the Discord server so that we can communicate directly with her.
Mhm.
Kind of need to know what her character is before the campaign starts, so that we can implement her into the backstories.
Well, anyways, so we watched Star Wars Episode 6: Return of the Jedi. You know, one thing I do like, by the way, with these older movies,
What?
I like watching these old trailers. It's kind of neat to watch these old trailers. You know?
They're so cheesy, though.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool to. It's like a time capsule. It's kind of cool to see these trailers, like when they were originally created. I think.
In the trailer from watching it kind of reminded me that this movie had a surprisingly high amount of C-3PO in it.
That was from watching the movie, not the trailer.
Yeah, but it reminded me.
Right. Well, but so unfortunately, Return of the Jedi is not nearly as good as Empire Strikes Back.
I disagree on that one, though. I'm sure most people agree with you on that. But I personally liked this movie more than Episode 5.
Well, okay. Well, let's get into the synopsis. So, this is oh yeah, that's right. Let's not get into the synopsis. Continue talking.
I think it's easy to forget that like this movie just really what's the word? It really brought things to us. I mean, yeah, Darth Vader's less of an antagonist, and Palpatine is more of the antagonist. But like, man, some of the faces that we get, especially with the lack thereof whole thing with Palpatine, is pretty hilarious. It's like you will die.
Not sure that's how it goes. All right, now we're ready. Okay. Luke Skywalker
what were
has
you
returned
doing?
to his home planet of Tatooine in an attempt to rescue his friend Han Solo from the clutches of a vile gangster, Jabba the Hutt. Little does Luke know that the Galactic Empire has secretly begun construction on a new armored space station, even more powerful than the first dreaded Death Star. When completed, this ultimate weapon will spell certain doom for the small band of rebels struggling to restore freedom to the galaxy. Yes.
And then a spaceship, and then the camera pans down towards a planet, and then we see a ship move across the screen, and then we see the stuff happening. Because that's pretty much how every single Star Wars movie starts. You see a bunch of text go towards the bottom of the screen. Well, from the bottom of the screen towards the edge of the screen vertically. And then the camera pans downwards towards a planet, and you see a ship going across the screen.
So yeah, this movie starts out with which I'm guessing they just say screw Han if Harrison Ford doesn't come back. I don't I don't know what the original plan was if Harrison Ford did not re-sign with Star Wars. But they go to Jabba's palace in Tatooine. Luke sends the droids to request his return, along with Leia pretending to be a bounty hunter and bringing Chewbacca. Leia gets found out, and after saving Han, she gets found out, and then
we get a lot of weird glimpses at her ass.
Yep, terrible. Anyways,
yeah, because she's given these weird ragged clothing. Because she is woman. That is how women should dress, with buttocks showing all the way.
Right. Anyway, so this also, it also gave us the the thing that most women cosplay as when they cosplay as Princess Leia at Comic Cons.
Of course they do. Because that is a weird thing to cosplay as when you think of Leia, because she's probably, especially for its time, like one of the least sexualized women within
Except for
media.
In this movie.
I feel like apparently in this movie. Ugh.
Anyways,
but yeah, we also learned that she is the twin sister of Luke
that's later
Skywalker.
on, but yes.
That is later on, but that is this movie. That is this what you learn on this movie.
Sure do. Luke, at the beginning of this movie, is kind of a badass. He
is kind of the entire movie, because like become a Jedi Master.
Pretty much.
And he along with people like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan during the prequel trilogies can really show you just how badass a Jedi Master can really be when they hone their abilities just to the limit. But then he starts getting zapped by Palpatine, which, I mean, yeah, Jedi Master or not, that's probably gonna hurt a little bit. I don't know.
It's perhaps.
But hey, at least Mace Windu was able to block it, so I guess we've dialed down Luke's Force abilities to Mace Windu.
Well, I think you also got to realize that Luke had to learn most of his abilities, for the most part, by himself.
From scratch.
And, Mace was a Jedi Master when he was on episode, the prequel trilogy. These people had the Force and the Jedis all around, where in this movie, the Force and Jedis have been, for the most part, extinct for a long time.
Right.
Anyways, they succeed with and there's a.
I also can't remember. Like, did he have his lightsaber when Palpatine attacked him?
Yeah. Well, no.
I guess I should be calling him Darth Sidious.
Remember?
Right. Never mind. So yeah, never mind that,
because Palpatine wants him
whether or not
strike his. You're skipping way far ahead.
I'm thinking. It doesn't matter. Like, we don't have to go from beginning to end.
In the synopsis,
here, man.
You're kind of supposed to.
We're supposed to be talking about the movie. Okay, whatever. Continue with your synopsis. I will talk about it once you continue. And go call it up. I just choked on my words and my chips. Have you ever tried eating chips with chopsticks?
No. Why would I?
I want to try that.
Anyways.
Good idea. It's an idea. You can absolutely do it.
But why?
It's an idea.
It's an idea.
Have to be part
It doesn't have to be part of like
chopstick.
I don't know, a chopstick culture.
Like
you
are
like chips are flat enough for and solid enough for you to like really easily grab them, pick them up, and then shove them down
Mhm.
your throat. So
Anyways, so
I'm using tongs.
I see.
But I'm using it because I'm messing with electronics. So
I see. Anyways, so where were we?
Leia being a bounty hunter and then
You
getting
know, in
captured.
fairness, yes, they sexualize her a lot in this movie, but she's also shows herself even being sexualized, being a huge badass. She's the one that actually kills Jabba the Hutt, who's been a gangster and a kind of a major part since the first movie. He's in the original trilogy, he's never shown in the first movie. In fact, I don't think he's shown in this one either. He's just a nameless enemy. The only reason we see him in the first movie is because they did that weird CGI thing where he's talking to Han, where he added that scene. But that wasn't in the original. That was added.
it doesn't add or
It doesn't add or anything, nor does it really take it away.
I didn't
in my
like
opinion,
it.
From what
I think it was. I think it's
Don't
better
like
that
it.
we don't see Jabba until this movie, because he's just always this like unseen threat until this movie, and I think that's kind of cool. But the other another thing I don't like about it is, if you remember right, that scene was almost word for word the same scene that Han Solo has with Greedo. And they literally just had him say the same stuff. So it was like completely unnecessary. Other than just to see Jabba. And then they have that whole thing where he steps on Jabba's tail. Like, you're supposed to be making this this gangster, like, that's supposed to be this badass that is a threat throughout all three movies, and you do this stupid scene where you step on his tail. It's one of the worst things that George Lucas did by adding. There was another weird add-on to this movie too. I don't know if you noticed. I mean, there's other weird, but
I'm sure there's a lot of add-ons since forever.
well,
I'm not sure.
this one has a really weird one. So anyways, Leia kills Jabba by herself by choking him with her chain that she has, which I thought was pretty badass. And Luke saves Han Solo, saves Lando, and also kills, well, doesn't actually kill, but gets good old Boba Fett dropped in the Sarlacc pit.
Bye bye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye bye Boba Fett. I'll say that 10 times. Bye bye.
But
Boba
he
Fett.
he
Bye
actually
bye
comes
Boba
back,
Fett.
but still.
There we go. Oh.
Yeah, there's
Does
a
he?
whole show called The Book of Boba Fett. He comes back
Okay.
in The Mandalorian.
I know very little.
I know very little about the extra lore of this series.
The shows are pretty damn good, especially The Mandalorian.
I
Book of
imagine
Boba
so.
Fett was fine.
I've watched some of the Mandalorian. It was pretty good, and I loved the crap out of Baby Yoda. I don't know what his name is. I don't remember what my cousin said his name was. Grogu, but I don't care. I'm gonna call him Baby Yoda because that's what I'm just gonna call him.
Grogu. Anyways,
Have a baby.
Don't have a baby. Fuck the mother.
Huh?
It's a baby.
Oh,
It's a
geez,
baby.
shut up.
You said it.
You
I
said
know
it.
what I said. You're weird.
Alright, next scene.
Alright, next scene.
Oh, where are we at? Oh, yes. So Boba Fett goes in.
Leia murdered in Boba
Luke
Fett,
goes
yeah.
back to Dagobah, talks to Yoda some more. Yoda says, "No more I have to teach you." So, and he also gets confirmation that
Yep.
Darth Vader is his pops, and
Yep.
finds out
And
Leia
then
is his sister.
There is another.
There is another
Yep.
Skywalker. And
And then he died.
And then he
he
dies.
dies by disappearing.
Right.
But not before.
But not before giving
inspiring
Luke
talk.
some inspiring
TED
talk.
from
A TED
Old
talk
Man Yoda,
from Old Man Yoda,
mentions that he's
who
900.
mentions that he's 900 years old. Which
I did not know he was 9.
I did not know
Yeah,
he was
he's 900.
900 years. I thought it was 800 years
It's
old.
9.
Do
Do you remember Soul Calibur?
you remember Soul Calibur 4?
Yeah. Yes.
Yoda.
Yoda's actually in
Yes,
that
I'm aware.
game.
Fun
Fun thing about Soul Calibur 4 is that it has like the Chain of Souls kind of thing where you get to look at different character profiles, like their age, height, weight. For some reason, Amy's shown as unknown. I don't know how you can not know someone's height, but okay. Especially from a character that you designed, but whatever. But then it shows freaking Yoda, and I remember it saying like a little over 800 years at that point.
Yes. So he says he's almost 900 years old, and I believe that version of Yoda is not this version of Yoda where he's been in isolation for so long. So you got to look at it like that Yoda is probably from closer to the original trilogy when he was probably still in his 800s. Does that help?
Okay.
Doubt that.
I doubt that because Darth Vader is also in that
I mean,
game as
Darth Vader is there at the very end of the trilogy. I mean, there's a whole 30 years where from when he becomes Darth Vader and Yoda is in isolation.
Is that 30 years?
Is that 30 years?
Luke is not 30 years old.
Luke is not 30 years old at any point during this trilogy.
I thought it was a 30 years. What's the difference? Maybe it's 30. Maybe it's 30 years from the first episode.
Isn't there like a 17 to the 6th?
Well, it would be the.
I could believe that.
Okay. I could believe that. That Anakin is maybe 40, well into his late 40s by the end of episode 6.
I thought it was 30. Maybe it's only 15. It has to be closer to 30.
What, between 3 and 4?
What, between 3 and 4?
Yeah, because
I'd say it's more like 17.
I'd say it's more like 17 because Luke Skywalker is not 30 years old. Or even in his 20s, man.
I would say he's in his 20s at least. I'm looking it up right now. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, now my phone doesn't want to do anything. This is dumb. Anyways,
your phone thinks you are dumb. Maybe.
I pressed.
You think there's a whole 30 years between 4 and 3 and 4?
That was.
Oh my god, how old do you think Luke is?
Probably 29.
Oh. No! My god, what's wrong with you?
That's still young.
No?
Oop, there it is. 3 and 4. It acts as equivalent to our BC year label. From then, years are labeled ABY, meaning after the Battle of Yavin, acting as our AD year label, so approximately 19 years pass between Episode 3 and Episode 4.
Okay, I can
So
believe
we would have been
that.
about 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Anyways, so Luke,
Dude's still living with his parents during Episode 4, man. I mean, until his parent, his adopted parents, until his adopted parents died.
murdered horribly, yes.
Yep, crisped like imitation crab on a
jeez.
stove.
I
Such delicious stewed
do
crab.
like crab.
Yeah, especially when it's made with the guts of a Jedi's family.
Aww. Aww. Poor Uncle Owen. Anyways.
No.
He'll be missed.
He'll be missed.
Pretty much the
He'll be
rest
missed
of
in
this
someone's
movie
belly.
is Luke, Leia, Han, Lando, all going on a mission to take out, because there's a new Death Star being created, and they go on a mission to try to take out the new Death Star, and they have to go to what's it called? Endor. They go to Endor, and they meet monster teddy bears, and they become like a major part of this movie. And then we forget Ewoks exist because they made that to make more toys. So yeah, that's
And they think that
Right, and they think that C-3PO is a god.
They do
apparently.
think that C-3PO is a god, apparently.
And Luke,
And Luke continues to show how badass he is by just effortlessly using the Force that he had learned a few years prior to lift C-3PO like through the air to show him, yep, this is a god. Please obey his
And then
words.
he goes after Darth
Do not-
Vader, and Darth Vader tries to turn him to the dark side, along with Emperor Palpatine. This is our first full fleshed out version of Emperor Palpatine as well, because he shows up in a hologram, I think, in the Empire Strikes Back.
Right. Technically in this is Darth Sidious. Well, we haven't really refrained from calling Vader.
I don't think they ever call him Sidious in this. They call him just the Emperor.
Okay.
I think that gets added on in the newer movies. I could be wrong, but I think that is what they did.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Sidious comes from. Then
so
clearly,
Palpatine was originally like a senator. He was a politician that was pretending, who was behind the scenes trying to take over the council, everything. So Palpatine is his name to most of the world. He was Senator Palpatine. He becomes Emperor Palpatine when he takes over. Darth Sidious is his Sith name.
right.
Like Darth Vader's real name isn't Darth Vader, it is Anakin Skywalker. I don't remember. I can't say that I remember too much about when I was a kid and watched this. I forgot his name was Anakin. But they mention it in this movie. They also mention the Clone Wars in these movies.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Oh, that was cool. Anyways.
Yeah. We get a cool fight. We get Sidious zapping like
Yeah, and then
which is our first instance, at least in the original trilogy, of Force lightning.
and then Vader decides that he is going to save his son instead of I feel like part of that might have been the fact that Emperor Palpatine was all like, strike your father down. Like, wait a minute, you were gonna have my son kill me? It's kind of messed up. I don't know if I like this.
Okay,
had to have seen this coming.
You had to have seen this coming at least a little bit. Remember when he had you kill
Darth Windu?
what's his name? Darth Windu. Darth.
Yeah, but this is his son.
What's his name? Yeah.
I'm aware that he
I'm aware that he
knows that, but like
he knows that, but like still though.
Just saying, it's a little messed up. Is all I'm saying.
it's absolutely
messed up.
Could he have
But could he have predicted this beforehand?
If he would have
Probably,
searched his
because
feelings.
Emperor Palpatine. Yeah, Emperor Palpatine is a bit of a dick. You should have searched those feelings. Search your feelings, Anakin. You know it was true.
That wasn't a bad Palpatine.
Get
There it is. Anyways. So, then he gets to see his dad as a crusty old white man, which is disappointing. Because he was the blackest motherfucker in the galaxy, but now he's crusty old white man. That's a, I think that's a Dave Chappelle joke. I can't remember who does that joke. I stole that.
I don't know, but the lava did take away his hair.
We get to see it.
But yeah, we get to see it. We get to see his face. He's
I love you, son. I love you, son.
Yep.
I'm Beta.
But
yeah, like
do you still remember?
Do you still remember like Ethan when he was on the podcast for episode 3, bringing up that Palpatine specifically designed Vader's suit to be vulnerable to Force lightning, and we definitely see like it obviously wasn't thought of when these movies were being made. But like you can still see that like that lightning is coursing not just on the armor, but like through him himself. So yeah, that definitely fried him quite a bit. And then the helmet comes off. He's balding because he's in his 40s. He's a 40-year-old Anakin.
And then later we see him
as a ghost, which I'm pretty sure was definitely an edit, because that is definitely the 2006, 2005, I think. 2005.
Yeah, it was definitely changed. So the change that he does that I wanted to bring up was in Jabba's palace when they had that terrible singer thing going on. That I went and watched the original video of that. And that was originally all just puppets, and then the singer and that weird fuzzy dude that kind of looks like the dude that's the little creature from Honeycombs singing, those were both, and they're so obviously digital add-ons. Like they didn't do a very good job of blending them in to make them look real. Yeah, that was all added on, and the song is completely different. The song is completely different. In fact, you know what we could do right now?
I know, but I don't. I don't want it. I don't. This is some of the stuff that I care least about in Star Wars.
part of it.
I mean, it's a part of it and all, but still.
Means you keep it
I guess it's world building, but whatever.
You're just gonna have to live with this.
Don't do this to me, Dad.
Don't do this to me, Dad.
I'm doing it. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Do. This is the original 1983 version. Oh.
And I think you'll fill in nicely.
That part was kind of nasty. Oh. I thought that was the part where he's. I thought that was the part where he straight up vored that girl. But no. Don't look up vor, Dad. Don't do it. They're not meant for mortal eyes
I'm
to
confused.
be peeking at.
It's a kink where someone eats.
It's a kink where someone eats another person.
Oh.
And they get off with it.
Ew.
And Jabba the Hutt.
Right. And then Jabba the Hutt basically vores one of those girls.
Anyways.
But now you know what
It was pretty nasty. But now you know what the word of
Jabba
vor
is
means.
nasty. So yeah, you notice the difference there?
Isn't that racist?
Wait,
What?
isn't that racist? Jabba's probably a type of a
He's a
species,
Hutt.
man.
That's their species. They're called Hutts.
He's a Hutt.
I think.
You can't really call them disgusting.
Yeah, you can't really call them disgusting, man. That's
Well, then I'm racist.
that's
to Hutts.
racist.
It is what it is.
How do you think he reproduced?
I don't.
How do you think
I
he
don't
reproduces?
want to think that. I'm good with being blissfully ignorant on the subject. I don't know, but there's more than one Hutt, so I'm assuming it somehow happens.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's asexual.
I am not entirely sure.
If it's not asexual, then he's got to have some genitals somewhere.
I mean, there's probably genitals because half the creatures in there was half naked, so he definitely has genitals. Otherwise, he would not care about half naked. I can't even say women, whatever all that was. Like
maybe I don't know, but that some of those
maybe I don't know, but that some of those scenes were kind of gross.
I don't know what you have against.
I don't know.
Camera effects.
I don't know what you have against
I think you're just becoming
camera
more
effects. I think you're just becoming more and more of an old man who hates the
no,
new stuff.
No. It's
yeah. I think I caught on to.
No, yeah, I think I caught on to
you now.
I know you
I like
now.
special effects.
Your mask is slipping.
I like special effects and stuff, but if you blend it in properly, and also if, like, I didn't think they needed to mess with these. maybe I don't. You didn't need to add whole ass creatures. And here's the other thing: I don't even mind the fact that he did all these changes. But what I would have liked is if they also like. I'd like to go to Disney Plus and watch the original version compared to the updated version. I'd like both options. But we don't have both options.
That is true. I am still confused as to why like they decided. You know what? Let's edit in the recent Anakin Skywalker into here.
Sure,
like why would
some people
like,
may not like.
Sure, some people may not like the new Anakin Skywalker.
I actually don't
the
mind
sequel
that.
trilogy or whatever. But like
would Luke recognize?
But like, would Luke recognize his teenage?
I think he
doesn't really say
realized who he
anything.
was.
Besides, okay, yeah, that's true. I don't know. It's an interesting edit, but it definitely feels like a weird.
I don't mind that one so much, and it's mainly because, number one, it looked good. Like it looked like he belonged instead of like those two creatures they created or recreated or whatever. Don't look like the special effects were so jarring it looked different. So it wasn't so much that I have a problem with it. If they would have blended it where I didn't notice it, but it was so bad that I noticed it, and then I paused the movie last night while I was watching it just to see, because I'm like, there's no way this is the original. So I went online to find the original, which is what I just showed you, because it was so jarring that I'm like, there's no way this has to be added. I want to know what it originally looked like.
I'm not sure why you're complaining.
I'm not sure why you're complaining. This is the scene where we get to get several looks at Leia's ass. So
actually,
whatever.
that's before Leia gets captured. I think.
Well, she's still. Maybe not.
Well, she's still. Maybe no. Actually, no. That is
Leia
before.
Brings Chewbacca shortly after this scene.
It's within the same 20 minutes.
It's within the same 20 minutes of saying.
I'm just saying it was so bad that I noticed it and had to look up the original. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm just giving.
I don't know.
It's a Star Wars podcast.
I'm just giving. It's a Star Wars podcast, so I've got to give some nerd perv.
Sure.
If you're not gonna give the nerd perv,
if you're not gonna give the nerd perv, then it comes up to me.
Putting that.
What, you have something against nerd perv?
You have something against nerd pervs?
Saying it sounds weird.
Because you should.
It's a fun.
It's a fun thing to say. So, what can I say?
I mean, it's...
What would you call them?
I didn't say the name doesn't make sense. I'm just saying it sounds weird to say it out loud. It's a pretty accurate description, just...
What, we're...
Saying nerd perv is worse than
saying nerd perv is worse than saying Leia's ass 3 times in a row?
Sure. Kinda. Anyways. So you like this better than Empire Strikes Back? Why?
That is correct.
Like, yeah, you can sum it up with
you can sum it up with like, that one has better action and better major moments and stuff like that. I think this does have bigger and better major moments, and just seeing Luke in this movie is pretty amazing. I didn't really think of Luke at any point of this like as a true main character. Although I guess in the sequel trilogy, like you can't really say that there is a definitive main character. I guess you could say that Anakin is, and he's a big
Obi-Wan
part
is the main
of that.
character.
But like
that is very believable.
I would believe that. That is very believable. But still,
Luke is just a bit too much of an underdog.
Luke is just a bit too much of an underdog for most of the movies. when you've got like a
kinda gotta
movie
have
format,
someone
you gotta have someone
And
to
yeah, Luke does
look
suffer.
forward to, and yeah, Luke does suffer a lot of
Imitation
like
crab
loss
family meat.
because
Oh,
imitation crab family meat,
Jedi.
and also imitation crab Jedi master meat that is within Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm sure that is extra tasty and
Mhm.
fancy. But
It's not cannibalism. These guys don't.
it's not cannibalism
These guys
technically.
did
These
not
guys don't.
originate from Earth.
These guys did not
It's fair enough.
originate
I
from
didn't say it
Earth.
was. So I like Empire better. One, I think the story's better. I think it doesn't have killer teddy bears. I have a slight issue with the Ewoks. Not a fan. Yeah, I just I like. I guess I like the downer ending to it. This is like, and this came at a time when movies always pretty much had a happy ending, especially if you're doing, a franchise. You didn't have like one of your main characters frozen in carbonite and everything. Like it's kind of a downer. Not to mention, you find out that Darth Vader's his father in the first one. The Leia reveal's not nearly as impactful as, finding out that the big bad of this entire show is his freaking father. What do you rate this one then?
Already to 9.
Already to 9.
9? I was gonna go with 6.5.
All right.
God dang, man.
You are free to have
All
your
right.
opinion.
That is, you are free
Yeah,
to have
straight.
your opinion.
What do we think is the
Sure,
Rotten
if we want to
Tomato
go with
score?
the
Say,
I'll say critics 83 and audience 88.
I'm gonna go with 78 for critics and 75 for audience.
78 for critics.
78, 75.
78 and 75. Okay. Okay.
I think it's the worst of the original trilogy. It is 83% for critics, 94% for audience.
Oh, spot
Guess
on.
people weren't as bothered by the Ewoks as
All right, so I'm closer on
I
both
thought.
accounts.
Is that higher than Empire? I can't remember. I would have thought that would have been lower. Nope, it's not. Empire is 94% critics, 97% audience.
Yeah, that checks out.
Okay. So, do you have a cinemantra?
Alrighty.
okay, so
I
I want you to. I'll get it pretty simple.
I'll get a pretty simple one.
Build this really.
You're gonna
space
build this really big space
something along
station
those
that
lines.
destroys
What would
planets
you
or just
name
something along those lines.
Destructive
What would you
space.
name your
I don't know. Death Star's
destructive
pretty
space
perfect.
station?
Destructives. Yeah, I know.
Death Star's taken.
Death Star. Destructive space station. That's a tough one.
I would name it Platinum Apparatus.
I would name it
Okay.
Platinum Apparatus.
The
I was
Annihilator.
not expecting that reaction. I thought more like, "Oh, I am so proud of my son. He's so creative
believe
and
in
wonderful."
lying.
And wow. You almost killed me.
I'm gonna go with the Annihilator. Just simple Annihilator.
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
My Cinemantra. I want you to pick a celebrity you think might be your secret twin sister. It says celebrity. You can't just choose your actual sister.
Right, you did say celebrity.
I'm trying to stop myself from saying Gwen Stefani.
I'm trying to stop myself from saying Gwen Stefani because of how messed up that would be.
If I had my way, she'd be your mother. No offense to your actual mom.
This is the internet. This is the internet. This is the internet. This is the internet.
Like
you cannot say stuff that'll like that. It is forever.
Your mother knows my feelings about Gwen Stefani. I feel, unless she forgot, which she probably did.
Right.
Tell me something.
Well,
I don't think you've ever.
Tell me something. I don't think you've ever actually physically met her.
Well,
so
does it count that I went to her concert once?
I think that means you seeing her.
I think that means you seeing her.
Fair enough.
Does not mean you two have met.
All right.
Like had an actual conversation.
Okay.
Any form of communication with each other.
$15 to see her.
You gave her $15 to see her play at a show. That does not
don't recall
count.
it being that cheap, but sure.
I thought I was kind of eyeballing.
I thought I was kind of highballing it, but whatever.
Anyways.
Let's see y'all.
I'll say the Queen of England.
I'll say the Queen of
Is your
England.
twin sister?
Is my twin sister.
I'll give you a 3, because what the hell? What the hell?
What?
Alright, is there anything else?
You expect me to answer with Taylor Swift?
What do you expect me to answer
Well,
with?
not someone
Taylor
who's like
Swift?
Old? Someone at least closer to your age, maybe.
I
don't know.
I don't
Anyways.
know who.
I know who would be.
The only person I know who would be relatively close to my age and is a female celebrity is
Billie Eilish.
But yeah, and she's what, like 21, 22?
I don't know if she's even that old.
How old is
Why is it sending me here? I'm typing on the
why is it sending me here? I'm typing on the keyboard.
I am trying to type on the keyboard.
I am trying to type on the keyboard, you son of a biscuit. No, stop it! I am trying to type on the keyboard, but it's not seeming to let me. Microsoft Speech Services. No.
Well, do you have anything else to say about The Empire Strikes Back?
Give me a second. I'm trying to. There we go.
Give me a second. I'm trying to. There we go. Now it's letting me. Stupid computer. I love this thing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you stupid. Okay, how old is Billie Eilish? She's 21 years old. Okay, so she is like... She's about a year and a half older than me.
I mean, it's close enough.
It would be close enough But I feel like
It
Queen
would
of
be
England
close
would be
enough.
funnier.
But I feel
Because,
like
like,
Queen of England would be funnier.
Billie Eilish is the
because,
only
like,
celebrity.
Billie Eilish is the only celebrity I think I actually
near my age.
knows, like,
There's
near my
many others,
age.
but all right.
Yeah,
Well,
but
give-
I don't know a whole lot of celebrities.
Give your
Yeah,
pluggables.
but I don't know a whole lot of celebrity names.
Cryokinarist on.
Alright, I am Cryokinarist on the YouTube, the Facebook, the Instagram, the TikToks, and also
Alright.
DeviantArt.
Snowshine Gaming.
I am also Snowshine Gaming on YouTube.
Just uploaded something
I'm
on my Cryokinarist
I just
channel.
uploaded something on my Cryokinartist channel, which I only now recently realized that I made some mistakes in the editing process, but I'm still kind of contemplating on whether or not I should mess with it, because I don't wanna. I don't really feel it's relevant to my life right now. But I'll be uploading more stuff. I'm going to be uploading the aforementioned D&D sessions onto there. At some point, I hope that I can make them live, but like a live streaming kind of thing. But maybe, I don't know. But anyways, I'm still working on the bonus video. I don't think I'm gonna have more than one bonus video, at least not yet, of Final Fantasy, since after that,
All right, you can
gonna
find me at
start
Dragon
working on
Blazer
Final
Productions on
Fantasy 2
Facebook, Instagram,
with my social
YouTube,
channel.
and TikTok, and you can also find me at Twitter at Dragon Blazer Pro. Auf Wiedersehen.
Oh yeah, next.
Peace. Oh yeah, next movie is The Dark World.
Yay.
Thor: The Dark World. We'll be
Auf Wiedersehen.
watching.
You don't like that.
Yay.
I
You
don't
like
remember,
that movie, do you?
but I don't remember liking it. But bye.
Alright, whatever. Peace.
Hello once again. Please, if you will, like and subscribe onto our YouTube page titled Coming Soon to a Podcast Near You, where all these wacky podcasts where we watch movies and review them go on. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.